Going to be doing some Dracopal test hands with the deck profile that I showed off the other day, updated with Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon, which really helps this deck a ton. I did change the extract a little bit from that one video though. I did actually cut the Draco Masters of Tenny for Tornado Dragon, just because I feel like the Draco Masters of Tenny being a Link 3 didn't really come up, but compared to Tornado Dragon, it came up more in matchups where Dweller wasn't that good, because typically, if you're in a matchup where Dweller's not good, Tornado Dragon is probably good, and vice versa. Also, I want to say, even though this deck is Dracopals, I kind of realized the whole Pal part of this deck really isn't needed. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to see like an updated test hand video of this deck, but without the Pal part. So it would just be like Draco, Pendulum, Magicians, I guess. Because all they really offer is a chance for you to get to Nap Beast, and it's not even very consistent that you get into Nap Beast. And that's like a 7-card commitment that I have. Whereas if I play more of the Magician cards, more just other good cards, I feel like that could be more consistent and there'd be better cards to play, and possibly end on a better end board. Anyway, this hand is really good. So, first things first, we're going to play Dragon Shrine, and we're going to send our Supreme King Darkworm, which will special summon itself, and get us a Gate 0 from our deck to our hand. Now what we're going to do is we're going to scale the Black Fang Magician, play Duelist Alliance, and we're going to get ourselves Pendulum Call, which we are going to immediately activate. Also with this test hand video, typically with my test hands, I like to show what to do through interruptions. With this deck, since this deck really isn't that strong, I'm going to pretend like our opponent has no interruptions, just show you the best possible hand you can do. And going forward, I'm going to try to improve this deck to a point where it can play through interruptions, play through Nibiru, which is why I want to cut the Perform Pal stuff potentially. But just to show you actual Dracopals, this is the best thing that I was able to come up with. So we're going to Pen Call here, and we can discard the Spiral Dragon, which is good if we draw it and discard it, because it's just good in the grave like it is in the deck. And we can also get to it without getting to LP now. So Pen Call is going to activate, and we're going to get ourselves 2 Magicians. So we just need a low scale, really. That one doesn't really matter what we get. We're just going to normal summon whatever we get. So we'll get a Harmonizing too, I guess. Actually, no. We won't get Harmonizing. We're going to get a... Let's get the other Purple Poison. No, we can't get the other Purple Poison because that Harmonizing won't... That's what I mean. Like, if I play another Magician, it'll be a lot better. So you know what? Let's just get Harmonizing. And I'm not sure how this is going to work out, though, but we'll see. So we'll get Harmonizing so we can have a Magician in deck to special summon off of Harmonizing that we special summon. Then we will scale the Gate 0. And then we will... Let's see here. If I normal summon this... Yeah, actually, that's fine. So we'll normal summon this, link these. So they should work out just fine, actually. Into our generic link 2. It is going to be cut off a little bit, but I felt like this setup was best to avoid glare as much as possible, where if I lowered it, there was a lot more glare. So hopefully everything is still good and in frame. I can't really see it. Let me just check to make sure, actually. Yeah, everything looks okay. So anyway, now we're going to use our Pendulum Summon. We're going to summon from the extract, the Purple Poison, and the Darkworm. We're going to summon Harmonizing, and we're going to use the effect of Harmonizing to summon out the final Purple Poison from our deck. We're not going to summon the other Purple Poison, or the other Harmonizing, because we can't. And we have the Purple Poison right there at the top of the deck. And now, so I always put this here because going into Pisty is more important than LP in this variant. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Synchro 8 with Purple Poison and Harmonizing. Purple Poison gets banished because it was summoned off of Harmonizing. Getting ourselves Ignister. Ignister is going to use its effect. And we're going to special summon the Master Pendulum. Now from here what we're going to do is we're going to go into LP using the Darkworm. Not LP, sorry. Pisty using the Darkworm. And then we're going to make a Link 4 using the Link 2, the Purple Poison, and the Ignister, which is going to get us into a Saryuja Skuldread. Saryuja Skuldread. We're not going to use the effect, but we could, depending on what our hand looks like, of course. We're going to use the effect of the Pisty, and it's going to bring back our Ignister. Ignister is going to use its effect, and Ignister is going to bring out a... Just look at my extract here real quick. We're going to bring out another Vanilla. Usually the Vanilla is better to bring out because Master or Luster can only summon Ignister cards, or Draco cards rather. So we're going to summon that. And we have this Spiral Dragon which we can bring back. So I'm going to go into Hieratic Seals here, using Skuldread and the Guard Dragon. We don't have to go into LP this time. Summon that. Galactic Spiral Dragon's effect sound to special summon because we control 2 or more light and or dark dragons, because we have the 2 vanilla ones and we have the seals, which is also light. We're going to make a rank 4 here, and here we'll go into Dweller or Tornado Dragon. I'm trying to figure out if there's like a better rank 4. Like I know there's Crazy Hand, I think it's called, or Master Hand, whatever, which is like a monster negate, which I might try that because I feel like I just want more ways to get the interruption out. But anyway, and then we'll use, actually don't use Spiral's effect because they're both level 8 anyway. And we'll overlay these two, and we'll make Hope Harbinger. And now, like, this is, like, if I could consistently get to boards like this, that is what I would want. And the way that we were able to get to this specific board is because we hard drew the Galactic Spiral Dragon, which means hard drawing it and being able to discard it. Actually, if it's in your hand, you can use the effect too, is really, really good. Part of the reason why I want to bump it up to 2 or 3 even, because I feel like if you draw it your hands, you're just that much better. Because without it, we would either have seals and then one of these, wouldn't have both. And I feel like if you can consistently get to this exact board, that's actually pretty good, because what we could do here on our opponent's turn is we could Dweller them, we could stop an attack on seals, we could tribute the seals, and we can bring out our Sloth here, which will have 0 attack, but it is protected by battle thanks to our Titanic Galaxy, and this is like a pretty good board. I know you could do other things potentially, like I tried out, or I was thinking about cutting the PAL cards, and actually putting in a Morphe's Lechery, because you can search that off of Odd Eyes Revelation Dragon, or Revolution Dragon rather, and you could just put up a board where you have Lechery plus the Sloth, meaning you can't special summon the extra deck, and you can't activate spells, which is pretty good, because how do you out that? If you can't special summon from the extra deck, you can't summon spells, you pretty much have to have like Cosmic Cyclone plus a Kaiju. That's like the only way to out it, or like Sphere Mode, stuff like that. Or just Nibiru me, because this deck can't really play around Nibiru. Possibly if you play the Trap Trick Link, or Trap Trick rank 4, and then play a Gravedigger's Trap Hole, there's a way. I don't know, I feel like this deck, because of Revolution Dragon, has potential. It just really is a shame that the Performer Pals don't really do anything in this deck. Like, I don't even think throughout this whole test hand we're going to really show the Performer Pals doing anything, because another issue with Pendulum Sorcerer right here is if you Pen Call, you can't use its effect. So, yeah, this is actually a pretty not good hand. So what we can do here, I mean, we can make 2 rank 4s, which isn't terrible. You know, that's really about it. So let's think here now. If I go, I could go this. Actually, here's what we could do. It's actually going to come up now, and I said I don't think it's going to come up. But we could go Scale Master Pendulum, Scale Good Turtle, and then Pen Summon. Bam, bam, bam. Use the effect of Harmonizing, use the effect of Pendulum Sorcerer. So we're going to bring out a Purple Poison. Pendulum Sorcerer is going to pop our scales, and we'll get 2 searches, so we'll get ourselves a Odd Eye Synchron, and I guess just so we have, actually I guess we can just get, we'll just get second Donkey. Alright, we'll get Lizard Drop, doesn't really matter. The only one that matters is the Odd Eye Synchron. Actually no, we have to get, my bad, we do have to get the second Donkey because we need an Earth. Actually, Lizard Draw's an Earth too, doesn't really matter. You know what, we'll stay with the Lizard Draw then, because it's an Earth, I didn't even realize that. So now, since we didn't normal summon, what we're going to do is we're going to scale the Performer Pal Odd Eye Synchron. We're going to normal summon the Lizard Draw. Use Odd Eye Synchron's effect to make Lizard Draw a level 1. We're going to Synchro for 5. And we're going to get out Nat Beast, which is kind of cool. This is kind of an awkward hand. Now here we have a couple of options. Like I could just make Ignister. Yeah, I'm better off making Ignister here. Let's make Ignister. This gets banished. We'll use Ignister's effect. It is going to bring out a Master. I just realized we could have went into Guard Dragonplace if we really wanted to, but I guess getting that Beast out works too, because we're getting 2 interruptions regardless. And then here we have a couple options. So we can we could go to Hope Harbinger if we fusion summon these 2 into Dynaster, but we don't really need Hope Harbinger when we have a Nat Beast. So we can just make a free rank 4 here. And we can go into, we don't need Tornado Dragon, so we can go to Dweller. And this is actually pretty decent. We have 2 Floodgate-like cards, and then next turn Ignister could spin something. And special something from the deck too, which is pretty good. So yeah, I mean, that's really one of the instances where the Performer Pals actually do something, but I mean, it's still just 2 interruptions. It's really nothing too amazing. Like, if there's a way I can make them work, or anyone in the comments can let me know how to make them work better, please let me know, because if I can consistently get to a Nat Beast, like, that's just so good. Decks that can consistently get to Nat Beast I've always been really interested in, and there haven't really been too many of those. Like, the only one I can really think of over the past couple of years that's not even really a meta deck was Lightsworn a few years ago, when they had, like, Snow and when they had Glow Up Bulb, because they would be able to just mill Glow Up Bulb into an Earth, bring it back, and then summon off, or not link off, synchro with something. I forgot, well, I guess it was Giant Rex, I don't really remember, and make a Nat Beast. And it's kind of weird, because there really aren't too many meta decks that have ever really made Nat Beast. Maybe I'm missing one, I can't think of anything. Either way, let's shuffle up, get another test hand, and see what we get here. Hopefully something pretty good, because so far we have some pretty good hands. Terraforming, get the Sky Iris. Revolution Dragon, finally. Gate 0, Foolish, and a purple poison. This is actually a pretty cool hand. So first things first, I'm going to go for Terraforming and get Sky Iris, because why not? We'll scale the Sky Iris, or I'll put the Sky Iris here so you can see it. It's a little cut off, but you know it's there. And then we can go for a Foolish. So we're going to get Darkworm, summon it. We drew the Gate 0, so we can't scale it. Here I need a high scale, actually. So I'm going to use the Revolution Dragon. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use the Revolution. I'm trying to think, what other Odd Eyes card do I play? I could scale the Gate 0, pop it, and get a high scale, being the Odd Eye Synchron, and then use this to get a low scale. But I don't think it really matters. So yeah, I'm just going to discard this and get a Luster to act as a high scale, wherever you may be, Luster. Let's think here now. So we can scale this, we can normal summon Purple Poison, and we can scale the Gate 0. Yeah, doesn't really matter. I was thinking if I could scale Purple Poison, pop and add another one, but that doesn't really help. But I didn't use Sky Iris. And can I take advantage of Sky Iris in any way? You know what? I can. Let's Sky Iris, pop Luster, and get Odd Eye Synchron, just for a high scale. Because 6 is a high scale in this deck, which is great. Basically, you only pen summon 4s. So anything below 4 is low, anything above 4 is high. Nothing else matters. It's not like Endymion where you pen summon 7s a lot. Although Endymion all around is a better deck. Anyway, so we're going to Link 2, summon out our generic Link 2 Dragon, which is going to be our Buster Well. And now we're going to pen summon. This way we have 2 dragons, so we can go to LP as well. And then now here we're going to link them both actually and just go LP Pisty. I think that's really the best thing we can do. LP Pisty. Trying to think. So if we use LP to get the Galactic Spiral Dragon, we'll do that first because we have nothing to summon off of Pisty. We'll get that. We will link 4 into Saryuja. Unfortunately, we can't use the effect, we have nothing to summon off Saryuja from our hand. Then we can use Pisty's effect to bring back the Revel. Can I bring back Rev Dragon? I don't think I can. I think it can only be special summoned by like its own effect or something, like tributing a fusion, something like that. I'm pretty sure I can't bring that back. I don't have the effect off the top of my head because I just have a blank card for it. But I guess we can bring back. I feel like I might have messed this play up. Like, if I had anything to special in my hand, that would be better, but I don't think there was a way I could have saved anything in my hand. Yeah, I don't think there was. So I could bring this back off the effect, and I could go to Seals, and if I had literally any other monster on board, this would be so much better. But unfortunately, this really isn't a great hand. But I feel like I might have messed that up, so we just have Seals, and that's literally it. Spiral Dragon's just a body on board. Not great, but, you know. I feel like the thing with this deck is I feel like it's so close to like being pretty good, but right now it's just really not that good. Like, I feel like you could probably take it to your locals and do like okay. Granted, if you're in the locals, we're putting up 2 interruptions consistently is good enough. But if you could just consistently get away to get that 3rd interruption, I would feel very confident playing this deck anywhere, not just like at a local or a friendly environment. Granted, it is a very, very fun deck to play. It has a lot of really cool interactions, and the Guard Dragons are one of my favorite like engines of the game. Maybe there's a way to put in Halki Firebags in this deck, because you have the Odd Eye Synchron, which is searchable. Maybe there's a Dragon Pendulum that's a tuner you could play to get off Rev Dragon that I can't think of. I don't know, but I feel like there's just a lot of ways to optimize this deck, and I feel like not many people are really like playing this deck, so it's hard to do that. Anyway, Pen Sorcerer, Terraforming, Harmonizing, Second Donkey, and a Pen Call. This is a very, very good hand. So, let's go for the Terraforming right away. Let's get ourselves the Sky Iris. Let's activate it. Let us scale the Pen Sorcerer. Unfortunately, Second Donkey is not a scale. Otherwise, I would scale that and just pop that because it was expendable. Pop the Pen Sorcerer. I guess that's expendable too, the Pen Sorcerer, because we can't even use the effect to pop our scales. Sky Iris is going to get Rev Dragon. Rev Dragon is going to discard. We'll pay 500 life points. We will get ourselves the Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. We will Pen Call, discard the Darkworm. We have Harmonizing Hand, which is great, so we can get ourselves a Black Fang, and we can get ourselves a Purple Poison for a high and low scale. Granted, we don't really need the low scale because we'll get one anyway, but we're going to special summon the Darkworm. Darkworm is going to get us the Gate 0. we are going to scale the gate 0. We're going to scale the Black Fang. We're going to normal summon the purple poison, I guess. Yeah, I'll normal summon purple poison. Link 2. Go into our generic Link 2. We're going to pen summon. We'll bring back the Spring King, the purple poison. Let's put Second Donkey out. And let's put Harmonizing. That way we can also chain block the Harmonizing. Granted, we would have gotten hand trapped already on something, probably the pen call. But, you know, we'll use Second Donkey's effect, and we can get ourselves the Odd Eye Synchron. And we'll use Harmonizing to summon out the final purple poison. That is the last magician in our deck, I believe, besides the one Harmonizing. But one Harmonizing on its own doesn't really do anything. Hit my mic there, sorry. Then we're going to Synchro. We're going to bring out the Ignister, the heart and soul of the deck, really. That does, like, this card just carries the deck, to be honest. And the fact that it's at 1 doesn't really matter, because you don't really need more than 1. Granted, it's been at 1 for years, having not done anything for years. But we'll bring out the Master Pendulum. And now here, let us think. So, I definitely need to get into Saryuja. So we'll get into Saryuja using these. We'll summon Saryuja Skuldred. And before I go into Pisty, I think I'm just going to make a rank 4 here. Let's do that. Let's make a rank 4. Hopefully this doesn't mess me up and I need that extra monster, but I don't think I do. Right? So I go into LP. Actually, you know, let's hold off making it now, because we don't need to. I don't know if I mess up the zones, but I don't think it really matters. Actually, it does matter, because this was here. So now we're going to go into our Pisty. Pisty is going to bring back the Ignister. Ignister is going to use its effect. And it is going to summon out another vanilla right here. Now here, can I get into LP? I can get into LP. If I go to this into the seals, actually no, I can't get to LP. Because if the Purple Poison was a dragon, this would be so much better. Because I think I'd be able to get a third interruption out. But I think with this, I'm just going to... Can I get the Spiral Dragon somehow? No, right? See, another thing I was thinking about playing was Romulus, because I feel like if I had Romulus, right, I'd be able to get to the Spiral Dragon right now. Because I would just go Romulus, Spiral Dragon, and then I'd still be able to get the seals. So I could link these two into Romulus, discard the Odd Eyes that I searched, get ourselves the, or get the Dragon Shrine rather, then play the Dragon Shrine, discard that, send the Spiral Dragon will come back, and I'll be able to make seals rank 4, rank 8, which is pretty good. But unfortunately I don't play Romulus, which is another reason why I think I should cut the Performer Palace. Maybe I'll just do it anyway, just to show you guys what it can do. But yeah, with this particular hand, granted, again, with that variation that I'm talking about, you still have a lot of the same problems where you can't play under Nibiru and you can't really play through hand traps. But it does fix the problem of being able to put up better boards, which I think is important. So, make Dweller. This isn't really terrible, because, like, if Pro Poison's destroyed, we can pop a card. We have Ignister for next turn. Oh, this is supposed to be Seals. Did I? Oh, I'm supposed to synchro with this. My bad. Supposed to link those two. Did I mess up somehow? Did I summon Seals first? I think I summoned Seals first, and then the Buster Whop. I don't really know what I did, but I should be able to get to this. And, you know, it's something. Like, against some decks, it'll get you there, but against a lot of decks, you can just play through this. I mean, I guess against, like, Adamantipator, or not Adamantipator, against Eldritch, you can just bounce stuff back. Adamantipator can probably play through this. Marions cannot play through this, but they have played 20 hand traps, so they'd be able to stop you before that anyway. Either way, I think that's going to be it for this test hand video. A little bit of a shorter one, but I feel like the, you know, although the hands are more variable, you don't do the same exact steps every turn, you get the same end board, which is one thing that I like about this deck, by the way. One thing I don't like about some combo decks is I don't like combo decks that do the same exact play every turn. Part of the reason why I gravitate towards Pendulum decks a lot is because they are much less linear, like Dracopal, Endymion, Pendulum Magicians. Yeah, they might all build up the same end board, but the way you get there is a little bit different every time, which is what I really appreciate. It makes you think more instead of just memorize the same exact plays. Either way, I really am rambling, so thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. Let me know if you want to see the, what I would think is the better version of this deck, which is just like Draco Magician, and I'll do a testing video on that. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.